Hey everyone, I'm super excited about my new podcast called Overeducated and Underemployed. Shout out to Lee Baines for inspiring the title. My launch lineup includes J. Roddy Walston, Cole Taylor of Classic City Wrestling, comedian Levi Crumley, Sloan Simpson of the Sloan Brothers, and Jay Gonzalez of the Drive-By Truckers. Here's a little preview of what's coming up in the first 5-6 weeks. Neil Brennan describes it as putting yourself through a car accident every night.
And I think that the price of being original is that you're going to bomb more than the people that are going to do the stuff that's right down the middle. I struggle communicating on so many levels with people that I think it's just an easier way to communicate.
But like anytime you see somebody going ape shit for something, obviously makes you stop and be like, what is so exciting about that?
Once I joined the Truckers and was doing that, it was harder to be in other bands.
It was just like, this is so dangerous. Like, we're going to get in trouble. Just the way it sounded.
I do think a lot of artists like to have those jobs that are not super labor intensive, so you can always just think about what you're doing or write songs in your head.
I think real music fans typically want to hear the most organic version of that song they can.
Wrestling is a larger-than-life presentation of something great and something phenomenal. And rock and roll is that too.
It was like, this is to get some money to go over and actually do the thing that I do.
The road destroys people.
That's crazy. Some people it's 6 months and some people it's 10 years.
A lot of people don't get better until they're tired of their own shit.
I've been rejected by a lot of my heroes.
When I'm in the ring and the whole audience is chanting CCW to me, it's bigger than me. It's bigger than them. It's something that is happening in that moment that we're all in together, that we're creating, that nobody can take from us.
I wanted to flow like Jerry Garcia and Trey from Fish, and but was not willing to put in the practice and effort to pull that off.
3 random people I'd met on the internet picked me up and drove me there.
I think the idea that someone gets up and goes like, I know what's funny, I'll say it, and then people will laugh is like the wildest, scariest thing.
I jumped off the subs and tore my ACL, my meniscus, and broke my knee.
I think most really good songwriters are pretty fucking funny.
When I find people I connect with, I'm just like, whatever it takes, I'll murder for you or whatever.
The stuff that we always gravitate back to is stuff we usually got into when we were younger.
I was breaking state records by age 10. By age 12, I was the #1 swimmer in America.
I write these songs that really matter to me. Hopefully they matter to you. And then I want to put on or be a part of a show where everyone's entranced and like, you have to shut up.
Great art grows with you.
I don't think I ever particularly enjoyed playing live. I used to joke that I was going to write down a list of all the reasons that I wasn't going to play live because there were so many of them.
Older siblings are responsible for so many people just getting record collections, be turned on to all kinds of stuff that they never would have heard.
I understand that every one of my peers is full of shit. And if they weren't full of shit, it was an anomaly.
And I was like, dude, that is not what I want. Screw it. I'm going to sell everything.
Throw things at the screen. It gave me a vision of what an actual wrestling company could be.
We're just really lucky to be part of something so special.
Like, what if the world was completely like wild and weird,
I think it's really good that any kid can just go on YouTube now and listen to anything and be into something from the other side of the world, something super obscure.
When you get frustrated as an artist, it's not when you're not as good as other people. It's when you stop making progress.
And so I would actually skip a little bit of school on a couple days at high school at the end of the day, and I come back from lunch and go off to the college jazz band rehearsal.
I think the worst thing a song can be is forgettable.
If I can get it stuck in my head, that means maybe I can get it stuck in somebody else's head.
Constraint can be a really important thing for creativity.
It feels like I just woke up one day and didn't enjoy jam bands anymore.
every time I get on stage, I want to have something new. Every time.
We've all had plenty of songs where we misheard the lyric for years.
We don't use set lists and stuff, so there was a lot of weird shit about it. But in the end, it really, I think, it's safe to say everyone really loved the experience.
In 1999, the only bands that would let you record their live shows were jam bands. By 2007, nobody gave a shit.
I have to experience life, and then things are going to come to me. I can't really sit down and force it like that with my stand-up. I started getting into bands, rock bands, more than sort of top 40 radio, like a lot of people do. I just remember thinking that was really interesting, and being a little kid and wanting to do funny stuff like that. Not really knowing how, but like just having that desire to be silly and funny.
I wrote a new song last night.
All comedians are wannabe rock stars.
I'm having 17 conversations in my head at the same time where I messed up last night on this part. Yeah. Why is that guy over there, look like he's sniffing a fart? Like, why isn't this person dancing?
I love watching other people bomb because I'm like, oh God. Like, I just know the feeling so well. I'm listening to music constantly. Sometimes it sucks being a comedian or a musician because it feels like you never really turn your brain off because you're always like scanning the world for meaning. How do I interpret this into comedy or music? You bring something to the sorority house, and if it was like the wrong delivery, you get screamed at.
But none of the teachers knew Nirvana songs, so everybody played Nirvana songs and just said that they wrote them. One kid smashed a brand new guitar, and as soon as he did, he was like, "My dad's gonna kill me," and he like ran away for a week.
I have a vivid memory of being in bed thinking about the song and asking my mom, singing the chorus to the song and asking her if it was a Beatles song. She didn't know. I was doomed from the start. Yeah. A lot of comedians are really damaged, fucked up people. What's funny to them is sometimes really dark shit. If you have a bad drummer, you have a bad band. I think there's like a narcissism that every comedian has for sure. And I always found laughter was the quickest way to get people's attention and to really hold it.
The more offensive a joke is, the funnier it has to be.
It's equally bad video of me, but it's at least not wearing spandex. Finding those little wins is so key.
The best podcast on the internet.
Fucking A, right? And I'm like, holy shit, this is where I belong.